Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's See What Happens on the World's Address. We're back with Pathfinder Kingmaker, not Keymaker, and we had just come through the fire, if I'm not mistaken. Yes! Alright, so I played on a different character, I rolled up a different character, played a little bit further, just to kind of see what you can do. See what different classes play like, and, you know, stuff like that. But here we go. Let's get moving. So this is kind of a neat feature. It shows you all of the things that you didn't pick up, just in case you wanted to grab some stuff. And unless I missed some really awesome armor or any of these health potions, which I did not miss, then I'm probably pretty good. Yeah. Nothing crazy, and we can leave it. It's not necessary. So here we go. Reinforcements are already on the way. Say your prayers, scum. Okay, so we're gonna help her fight the assassins. I like that it pauses me.
I am yours to command.
I said pause. Dang it. I should have rested in that hallway. Oh, I don't think I could. I think we tried last time. Damn, I can't do that. Can't do Storm Burst. So I'm gonna move me to here. And then I'm gonna move... Actually... Move these. Stop it. Stop it. Dang it. There we go. I'll move these two to kind of right there.
Here.
And I'll move these three in.
No
and
mistakes.
Like I said, me to there. Right, let's see how this works.
Not dead yet.
Everybody move through. Oh, that was protection from good they just passed.
Not part of the plan.
Oh, I've died. Shit. That's what I get for not paying attention.
This is not supposed to happen. Look at me, Gorum!
How did he die? Alright, well, that sucked. Everybody should come back up now. Okay, good. We'll go ahead and loot everybody. Oh, I did not do that great. Those bracers will help. Oh, bark skin as well. Alchemist's fire, some acid flasks, potion of cure light wounds. Not gonna lie, the other character, like the other thing that I made, handled these things so much better. I did not do as good as I was hoping for in this. That's fine. It's all about odds, you know, like D&D, Pathfinder, stuff like that. Sometimes the odds are against, sometimes the dice are against you. I am gonna take this great axe. I am gonna take. Do I want that light shirt? No. I do want that great axe though. That thing looks nice. It'll be good for any of my two-handed people that I've got. Okay, so let's talk to Jamandi.
Thank you for your valor and bravery. The enemy was strong, but you were stronger. And that means I made the right choice. Just
Kind
as
of.
I thought, there were worthy leaders among you. I'm especially grateful to them for the courage and common sense they showed while defending the mansion. But this attack means we have even less time than I thought. Someone already knows of our plans and is acting against us. You'll begin
Yeah.
your expedition immediately.
Okay, sounds good.
Lady Aldori, please, I know who arranged this attack. the vile king of Pitax, Iroveti. What's more, I know who among us works for him. Hey, you! Show everyone the ring you're wearing. You
That's the ring he
think I
gave
wouldn't
me, by the
recognize
way.
Iroveti's seal? That's why he wasn't killed. The bandits recognized him as one of their own by this signet ring.
So, I could go with Tartuccio's trying to set me up. That little puntable bastard. But I'm going to go with knowledge, because I have knowledge of the world. And knowledge of the world says I have no connections to Pitax, but Tartuccio's name, accent, and clothes seems like he came straight from there. Which of us looks more like they might be Iroveti's spy?
Probably, yes. But this evidence is circumstantial at best.
I like that she's like, I mean, I know, but gotta play this out.
There's definitely a spy among us. But who? All I have is one word against another. I'm afraid you're both under suspicion.
So this is where it's gonna get a little bit dicey for me.
They both came to your aid, Lady Jamandi. But a liar's cunning knows no bounds. I've never met these two or their companions. For all I know, they're all conspiring spies.
I think it's her.
How could you say that? We fought
Well, actually, I
together.
think it's
We literally
Tartuccio.
went through fire together. And then you vanished into thin air. After you promised you'd wait.
Mm-hmm.
My words might be rash.
And I looked, you can't actually make a tiefling in this game, with what I have at least, which kind of sucks. I like tieflings, they're fun.
I bet my life despise anyone but this man. I saw how he dealt with those creeps with my own eyes. A true warrior. I'd go with him through hell and high water. This purple crook, on the other hand, he's got the eyes of a spy and the mug of a spy.
She does not like Tartuccio at all.
Lady Eldori, don't listen to this thick-headed barbarian. She doesn't know what she's talking about. During the attack, our leader showed his true colors. He forced us to break into the armory and rob it.
He's the one that picked the lock, by the way. I'm sure you'll all remember. So, we've got some moral choices. Sometimes your character has to make difficult decisions relying on their conscience or lack thereof. I think I'm a lawful neutral person being a druid, but I'm going to go with the chaotic neutral response. Such decisions impact your character's alignment. Am I lawful neutral? No, I think I'm chaotic neutral. So I'm going to go with the chaotic neutral response anyway. I can't remember now, so I'll have to look at that in a minute. Can I do that right now? Can I open up my... Shit, no. We were in the middle of battle and needed weapons. There was no time to run and ask permission.
An attack is no reason to break into rooms in someone else's house and
Damn it.
pocket their property.
She didn't like that.
Is it not insane to be faced with death and stop to question whether you may be breaking some law or rule? Our leader acted wisely.
So, I answered the other way with the other character. Because I was playing a monk, and monks are lawful. So, Harem, whatever, didn't like that answer. But he liked this answer, so that's interesting. Which makes me wonder who among my other compatriots isn't gonna like that answer.
There is a difference between initiative taken in
Her.
battle and blatant arrogation. How can someone who disregards authorities be a leader himself?
That makes sense.
What about that trick he pulled right before we came in here?
Right.
He knew very well you were fighting the enemy, but instead of rushing to help you, he dallied as long as he could, dropping everything to save people from the fire, even though the guards were handling things just fine. He was obviously hoping to show up too late and find you already dead.
Now, I went with the neutral good for this one in my my other playthrough, but I'm definitely not going with neutral evil. That's not something that my character would have done. I do try to make these decisions outside of my own feelings, but like in the mind of the character, and that's because that's how you play these games. Whenever you're playing these games, you're not you. You're the character that you've created. You're the backstory that you've come up with. You're those lived experiences and feelings and emotions. You're not you. You have to remove yourself from the equation. Now you can metagame, and to an extent, some metagaming is fine, but acting, you know, there's two different points of information you have in a game. There's player knowledge and there's character knowledge. And as a DM, whenever I play as a character, I have a lot of player knowledge because I know how the rules work. I know how monsters work. I know what a lot of the monsters can do. But my character doesn't know that unless they've got certain skills. And if they don't have those skills, it's no fun to just barrel through everything. That's not an exciting story. If there's no chance for death, if there's no fear of losing your character, then you're not... I don't want to say you're not playing it right, because everybody plays it differently. But I don't think you're doing the rules and the setting and your DM justice if you're just like, oh, I know that this thing is, immune to fire, so I won't use my fire spells. Your character should act upon a separate knowledge bank. So, and should make decisions separate from your own morals if you've made a character who diverges from you in that way. But my character in this is a druid. And they would never, but they're not a neutral evil style of druid. They would never have passed up those soldiers regardless. Like, no matter what, people were dying in front of him, and he would not have walked by like that. So that's what we're going for. I have a +0 to diplomacy, which sucks.
Trying to save others is commendable, but Tartuccio's right. You were needed here more.
So I lose a little bit of favor with her, but I am gaining favor with other members of my party. I'm also going to lose favor with other members of my party that are a bit more pragmatic. My character is not particularly pragmatic. He is a druid. He sees the life and the magic in life. Also death, like that's the other side of the coin to a druid. They deal in life and death.
May Shellen spare me from ever having to make such a choice, but he behaved decently as a true leader.
Exactly.
A true leader is someone who has their priorities straight, not someone who would put a valuable ally's life in danger for the sake of some servant.
I don't like her to begin with, so losing favor with her doesn't really matter to me so much.
Enough squabbling. I'm still not sure which of you I can trust. However, the risk of entrusting the whole affair to a spy is too great. Here's what we'll do. 2 teams will head out. That way, I'll know at least one group can be counted on to serve my interests in the stolen lands.
Okay, so I succeeded both times on my other character. It doesn't change the outcome. Losing those diplomacy checks only has her react to you negatively in this instance. It doesn't, like, preemptively end your your campaign right here like it could in a pen and paper Pathfinder game. Like, I could have easily failed those 2 diplomacy checks in a real campaign and then ended up in the brig. And that would be, like, the end. Well, not the end, like, you'd figure out a way to break out or what have you, but that could have been the end of things. Because this is more scripted, a little bit more on the rails, you're still going to get from point A to point B. Your decisions will have consequences later on down the line, but these beginning decisions in what is still the tutorial don't have as much weight.
Lady Aldori, most of those who were to set off for the Stolen Lands have been killed. Those who yet live will require help. Please allow me to join the expedition.
Now, I don't know who she's actually going to go with. She went with me last time. I actually had an all-female squad. I made a female monk. And it was me, the barbarian, the bard, and Valerie. This go-round, I think it's going to be me, the barbarian, the bard, and Harem, who's a cleric, which is kind of nice because I'll have somebody else to heal. I didn't have... And there's no healing in the other group, and it's a rough go.
I'm sad to lose such a talented warrior. But you're right, Valerie. They have greater need of you right now. Go, and may Abadar keep you. Which of the two teams would you prefer to accompany?
She's gonna go with him. She's not gonna want to, but she will.
If Tartuccio allows, I would join his team. Forgive me, but I don't appreciate your willfulness.
Yep. That's the way it is. If I had asked for forgiveness, it would have flipped. It's pretty much how that works.
And I like our leader. What wisdom lies in minding orders, laws, and rules in the face of oblivion, knowing not whether you'll be alive tomorrow? I will go with his team.
And there we go. So now I've got a cleric instead of a warrior. And I'm okay with that. A cleric is a... You can do a lot of fun things with a cleric.
Our leader is good in battle, but I don't like all the spiritual agonizing. I prefer those who can act without wasting time helping every little pipsqueak. Those like Tartuccio.
So, the way that this could have gone is that Jathal could have come with me, and, I forget what her name is now, sorry. She would have gone with Tartuccio, which would have been interesting because she doesn't like him. Those are the choices that you get to make. Those two moral choices that you're put with kind of get whoever is going to come with you. So that is a very neat factor in this.
Tartuccio's going to take the credit for himself and be done with it. Shellen, spare me from such allies. I'm going with you. You're a hero worthy of my quill.
Oh, Lindsay, that's what her name is. So, the first question kind of gets you either the warrior or the cleric, and the second question gets you either the scythe lady, I can't remember what her class is, or Lindsay.
As for me, I know neither of these two. At least not well enough. And I have no wish to become an unwitting pawn to an unworthy leader. If Lady Jamandi allows, I'll remain in Restov and help mend the wounds this attack has inflicted. But who knows? The road may bring me to the Stolen Lands, but not yet.
And I don't think there's a way to get her in your party. I didn't, at least. I might create like an evil character and go full pragmatic with them and see. But I don't think there's a way to get Kaisi? Sure.
I don't even need to think. I'm coming with this man.
Amiri's coming with me.
As for you,
regardless.
Purple Toad, just wait until we meet along the way. I'll be sure to hang your rotten spy guts from the trees.
I really like Amiri.
All right, we have two teams. To avoid unnecessary conflict on the road, you'll each take a different route to the Stolen Lands. Tartuccio's team will go through Navakta's crossing. The garrison commandant will provide him all the help he needs. You will take your team to Oleg Leviton's trading post. He's been complaining about the Stag Lord's bandits for a while now. There, you'll be provided with all the necessary travel supplies.
Sounds good. This trading post is a fun place.
Tartuccio, your words are quite convincing. But I can't afford to trust words alone. If you're really innocent, I hope you'll prove it with your deeds.
those... she says that to you if you win the 2 diplomacy rolls.
While you're away, Keston will investigate the night's events and learn who in Restov is working for Patox. But you should know that it isn't just Patox we need to worry about. The royal house of Sertova may also interfere in our plans. I've managed to keep this affair a secret from them so far, but that can't last long. By my estimations, you have no more than 3 months. After that, any feats you accomplish will be pointless.
Okay, so we've got 3 months to finish this campaign, and in-game time, and if we don't, then we lose.
And now, farewell. This battle was but the first ordeal along your path, and you overcame it as true champions of Restov. May the obstacles that follow also fall to your feet. Fear nothing, my friends, and return victorious.
All right. So here we go. That's the end of the tutorial. That took a lot longer episodically. We're setting off on our first big adventure. Jumandia. A battle round lasts for 6 seconds. That is a
Surviving a terrible night, our small team set off to brave our fate. Beware, stolen lands. Heroes are on the way.
Hooray! That's not what I look like. Okay. So, this is the map. To start moving, you push that. I, however, absolutely need to rest because it is not going to go well for me if I don't. Can I... Oh, no, this is exactly how it, I guess, is supposed to go. Okay, so this is the rest menu. Oh, manage. Oh, I can manage it. Knowledge world. Could I switch these two? Ooh, shit, no. How about... Nope. Okay. Oh, God, no. Oh, it shows you when you highlight. Oh, lovely. I'm probably gonna get attacked. Eating a hearty meal provides you with a +1 saving bonus. So he's gonna watch. Yeah, this is gonna have to be it. Alright. So we're gonna begin resting because I'm out of everything. I'm out of health.
Amiri,
I'm out of spells.
I know you must understand that death is inevitable. And eventually you will have to face it.
Are you going to babble on about Brodus again? Do you see that rock? Go and hit your head on it, or I will.
This is gonna be interesting. Great, so I hunted very well. Everybody else failed at their what they needed to do. I figured that was gonna happen. It happened last time. Camp Camouflage didn't, but the cooking did. So we'll see if we got ambushed right inside of town. Looks like no. Awesome. Alright. So, we start moving, and there will be a random encounter. There we go. There's someone on the road. I didn't get much farther than this, so very soon I won't know what to do, and I will have to sort of make stuff up. But until then, here is a thylacine, or Tasmanian tiger. Now, I'd like to step back. I'm going to do a Y formation I got my 2 heavy hitters up front, me taking up the middle, and Lindsay kind of running back a little bit further. So, until then, Lindsay, you're going to do this. Well, actually, Lindsay, you're going to hit that. You are going to rage, which you already are doing. That's fantastic. You're going to go in there. You are going to be doing Destructive Smite. Wonderful. Touch of Chaos, Channel Positive Energy, Heal the Living. Wonderful. You've also got True Strike, Bane, and Bless. I could root these guys, but I'd rather not. I'm going to hit that thylacine. So, here we go. Awesome. Dead. And dead. Wonderful. And we didn't get anything from them because they're animals. Oh, I didn't see this before. You can skin them. Thylacine pelts. That's 5 pounds and 2 gold. I bet I could do something with it. Oh, okay. I had to do a lore nature check to skin them. Fantastic. And that's it with these. There's nothing in these things, but this is what my... So that's my formation. That's a pretty good formation. I got my 2 heavies up front. She's in the back, but not far enough behind that she can't do her Bardic Inspiration. We absolutely want Bardic Inspiration every single time we go into fight. So we'll keep going, and right at about up here somewhere, there it is, there's Oleg's trading post. I do indeed want to enter this location. So, within this game, there's definitely a through line that you have to be doing. There's a through line of events that they want you to do, and then there are side quests. There's a main quest and a side quest. But because you're on a fairly strict timeline, you have to balance those. You can't do all of the side quests and still, I don't think at least, I haven't gotten far enough to know if this is true, but I don't think you can do all of the side quests and still successfully complete the game. We're gonna find out, sort of. Save yourselves! He's fun. Alright, here we go. In the name of the Stag Lord, the lawful authority in the stolen lands, we demand this week's tax. And some beer. And where's that pretty wife of yours, Oleg? She should serve us dinner. Quiet down, dimwit. Oleg, we're just here for the Stag Lord's tax. Hand over the money, and we'll be on our way. You wanna drink some of my blood, too? I'm sick of you. You're like locusts. You think you control everything around here just because you put up that painted rag of yours? You come here, squeeze us dry, and Oleg, a large man with a rough face, stops talking when he notices you. Ah! You must be our guests from Restov. So, I don't care about bandits. At all. In games. Like, there's almost never an instance where if I know I can win a fight, that I will let bandits go. Was it Marv in Sid City, I think, says it best. That he loves fighting hitmen. Because you can do anything you want to him and never feel bad. Same goes with bandits in video games. We're going to go with a lawful neutral. I think that's what I am. Or I'm chaotic neutral or something like that. Who even knows? My task is to clear this land of bandits, and I'll start right now. Which is very true. Retreat! We're too few for a fight. Let's call for help from the camp. No way. Just means we can rob a few idiots instead of just one. To arms, everyone! End the dialogue. Alright, so...
Who will prevail? Does it matter?
Oleg disappeared and moved back there. Inspire Courage. Rage and go at... Oh no, that was Kessler or whatever. Rage and go at that bandit. You're already doing your smite, hit up that bandit, and you are doing this to hit up that bandit. Nice. Usually I try and focus fire, but these guys are all still pretty much level 1. Dead, dead, dead. Very nice. These are all busted up short swords. There's no need to keep them. And we've leveled up. Hold on just a moment. I am going to go into options very quickly. Into options, into the game. No, in difficulty, rather. There's auto level up for companions. Good, I've already got that set. Wonderful. I don't want to worry about... I don't want to agonize over what I should do for these three, because they will eventually rotate in and out, and then trying to keep track of what I was doing with each character along the way is going to be difficult enough. I'd rather just focus on what I've got going on with my druid and sort of go from there. So, with his level up, he got nothing new. I think he just went up with combat. Like he hits a little bit harder now, maybe. I think he went up with a base attack bonus, and that was it. He didn't get anything new. And that's fine. She got well-versed. She becomes resistant to bardic performance of others, which will be very nice, and to sonic effects in general. She gets a +4 on saving throws made against bardic performance, sonic, and language-dependent effects. I also got point-blank shot, since she shoots an arrow. A bow and arrow. I would love to get rid of point-blank shot on my guy. I really wish I could take something different, because I will not be using a bow and arrow. I'd have to use a sling, and I'm not doing that, which means I've put in a feat to my main character that doesn't matter. Hopefully there's a mechanic in the game that lets me change that. I don't know if there is. I didn't know in the beginning whether or not I could use what weapons I could use, because it doesn't let you pick your gear. She also gets Hideous Laughter. The spell afflicts the subject with uncontrollable laughter. It collapses into gales of manic laughter. Falling prone, the subject can take no action while laughing, but is not considered helpless, which means you can't do a coup de grace against them. Bummer, I know. Complete. And she gets Lethal Stance. She gets a +1 bonus on melee attack rolls and thrown weapon rolls. This bonus increases by 1 for every 4 levels of the levels the barbarian has. It is a stance rage power, so that's nice. And she also gets Uncanny Dodge. Uncanny Dodge is great. She can't be caught flat-footed, nor does she use her dexterity bonus to AC if her attacker is invisible. She still loses her dex bonus to AC if she's immobilized, which is great. And if I'm not mistaken, Uncanny Dodge also means that if she fails a saving throw for a ranged spell effect, or for a spell effect like Fireball, for instance, she still only takes half damage. If she passes the save, if she passes the save, she takes no damage at all, as opposed to half damage. That's great. But now she can't be caught flat-footed, which I believe means that she can't be sneak attacked. So, that's what they've got. And now for me. For me, I'm going with Druid. Yeah, you have to be neutral. And I think I went chaotic neutral. I can't remember. Does it tell me? Not anywhere here. Second level, I don't really get anything. Not really. I think my saves go up, or my saves change. My base attack bonus might go up a little bit. And I get skill points. I've got 4 skill points, but 5 skills that I've put points into. I don't really understand that, but whatever's whatever. Obviously, I want to do lore and world. I'm doing perception and athletics. Knowledge Arcana is not that big for me. I can leave that to the bard anyway. I mean, really and truly, if you've got a bard in your party, knowledge skills become a thing that you don't actually have to worry about. Next. So I got acrobatics. You can move through a threatened square without provoking an attack of opportunity by using acrobatics. I think that's in with athletics, I guess. But that's nice. How in the world can I change my damn spells? Because I would like to have some of these other spells, like Ray of Sickening would work a hell of a lot better for me than Entangle. Alright. Snowball, Cure Light Wounds. Like, can I... Absolutely not. Can I... No, absolutely not. Okay. Hold on just a second. I need to figure something out here. Oh! Ha 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 ha. Have I figured this out? Oh, I have! Okay, so this is a domain slot. Ah, wonderful. Ray of Sickening, I would like that a heck of a lot better than Entangle. Man, this took me far too long to figure out. Acid Maw wouldn't be a bad idea. But Flare Burst doesn't do any damage, but it will dazzle all creatures within a 10-foot burst. I don't do that. Yeah, we're going to do Flare Burst. That's a good plan. And then these are things that I can cast just whenever. Wonderful. Okay. Good. So, let's, yeah, we looked through all of that. Is that a different thing? No, it just highlighted differently. Let's move along. Hello, Oleg. Take that, you scoundrels! But now, the girl got away, a plague on her. She's certain to complain to the Stag Lord. They came before to collect taxes, but this time they'll come to punish treason. Now what are we gonna do? If only I could send Svetlana somewhere safe and show those rats what's what. At the mention, he notices a fair-haired woman approach. Dove, what are you doing here? I told you to stay hidden. It's all over. I saw it. I just needed to be sure you were all right. My name is Svetlana. I'm sorry your arrival to our trading post turned out so unwelcoming. Okay, so we're going to... I saw someone run out of the trading post. Do you know who it is? That must have been Balkan. He sells potions. He lives out in the forest like a hermit, but he comes here every day. He knows every tree and bush in the area and how they can help you. The Stag Lord's gang wants him to work for them. He lacks the courage to fight those bandits, but he won't just walk away from us. He has a good heart, even if he grumbles a lot, especially recently. Let's get to the point. And then we'll look at his goods and sell him a bunch of our stuff. Who are they? They're the Stag Lord's gang, that's who. These lands teem with bandits like bedbugs in a beggar's hut. And you just stirred them up. They have a camp not far from here. I expect they'll return in full force in half a day, maybe less. The Stag Lord won't take an insult like this lightly, and his henchmen are more like demons than men. Okay? Tell me as much as you can. How many? Where? What do they want? All that stuff. What do they want? Those bloodsuckers think they own this land. They come, take what they want, and steal the better part of our money every month as a toll for their leader. They even broke our gate so we couldn't try to hide anything from them. No one knows exactly how many there are. Sometimes only 5 or 6 come. Sometimes it's a whole gang. I'd have shown them what for long ago. If not for Svetlana. Alright, so... yeah, like... I'm gonna go with chaotic neutral. Like, I'll help you. I don't really, like... just... but I'll help you because I'm not gonna back down. Well, thanks, I guess. I might even be able to scrape some sort of reward together for you if we manage to defend the post. Hooray! We have to hide Svetlana. Please don't argue, Dove. Now we also need to decide on a plan. Go ahead and look around. There may be some tools that can be used for the battle. There's some pretty solid traps around, some tar, and a box of alchemist's fire, looks like. Alchemist's fire? We could put it by the gate, light it off with a burning arrow when those bandits are nearby. That's the way to go, by the way. I have done this part. Nothing past the attack, though. Like, nothing past beating off the getting rid of the bandits. Not beating off the bandits. That's a whole different game. But that could set the post on fire. Well, maybe if we covered the walls with something to protect them. Alright, yes, I think it could work. I'll even shoot the arrow myself. I used to be pretty good with a crossbow back in my day. And then I'm going to look around, think on the best way to use the tar and traps. Alright. As soon as you're finished, let us know. And don't leave the post. The bandits could return at any time. So we're going to end dialogue. We're going to talk to him very quickly. We're going to look and see what he's got. We are going to sell... wonderful. We're going to sell... I got to put those bracers on for one. We're going to sell these rings and stuff because they don't do anything. They are simply rings and necklaces. Now, I bet if I got higher level, I might be able to enchant them or something. I don't really know. We're also going to sell the dagger. We'll sell this short bow because I can't use it. Gonna keep the Masterwork Longsword and gonna keep this awesome Great Axe as well. But beyond that, that's it, yeah. So 103 coming to me. It doesn't show me how much money he has. That's a deal. So with him I could buy a bunch of different weapons. There's a little bit of everything. I can buy some armor. He's got a +1 heavy shield, which would go great for my guy here, but it's very expensive, about as much as it would be in... yeah, about as much as it would be in the regular game. Full plate being 1,500 gold is a little bit pricey. I don't think it's that much. It's definitely expensive, but I don't think it's that much in-game. And so he's got a Ring of Protection +1, which would be very nice to have. Lesser Reach Meta Magic Rod, rather. It increases the range of a spell. But that's okay. Seasoned Wings and Thighs. Now, I wouldn't mind buying that. I will buy that, so that I can now make Seasoned Wings and Thighs. I'll take that. There. That was actually a pretty good deal. I got 137, he got 107, and it was still a win for me, basically. Now.
I am prepared.
Are you, though? Because I don't think you are. Accessories. Bracers of Armor +1. That's going to jump me to... nothing? Does that not change my... It's because... Such as bonuses from wearing armor. It's because I'm wearing armor. This, however, is a deflection bonus as opposed to a regular armor bonus. Okay. Who's not wearing armor? Everyone is wearing armor. I don't even think, like... yeah. That's why it worked with my monk, This is good for a monk. Not so much for anybody else that I've got. I could sell them. I'm going to hold them in case I get a monk later on. Or a wizard or a sorcerer or something along those lines. Somebody that's not wearing any armor. So bracers of armor won't stack with regular armor. They're not a deflection bonus like a ring of protection would be. Which is why this works for me. Okay.
All according to plan.
We're going to look around. I say we. I meant just me, really. What's the button that shows me all of the things? Tab. It's tab. Let's get these potatoes. Okay. There should be some traps. We're going to use the traps. We set up these traps right here, right? Littered them. I would have personally put them in a straight line across. Were I playing this as a campaign? But that's fine. I don't think there's much else that I can loot.
In due time.
And like, I'm not trying to rob Oleg of all of his stuff. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good. Boken. You know what? We'll talk later. He sells some things. Potions, mostly. Alright. We'll get through this fight. These episodes are going to be longer because it's harder to find a good stopping point. Wait for the attack. We're as good as we're going to get. Finally, a fight. I was bored with all that talking. Well, these aren't the heroics I was hoping to write about, but I guess even the greatest heroes had to start somewhere. I mean, we're fighting the bandit group. Like, that's not so bad. I see you're not easily cowed. I beg you, be careful. And please don't let Oleg do anything too risky. Svetlana, go hide inside. We're going to meet our guests. Time passed 6 hours. So here they come. He's gonna throw that trap triggered. Damn. The vast majority of them failed their save, if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna hit that. 1, 2, and 3 are gonna post up here. Go.
They go down!
This should do it.
Repent!
Look at me, Gorum!
Jesus. She splattered him into a ribcage. Holy hell. Amiri is terrifying. Alright, what else did we get? Club, bunch of nonsense. This cloak, which I will absolutely take. It's a cloak of protection. Nothing in here is... Yep, nope. That's really it. The only thing I wanted out of that is that cloak to put on my character. That's a +1 bonus to all saving throws. Not only that, I get a pretty blue cloak now. Alright, we kicked their butts. That was it. That fight's not particularly tough. But it is important. You rats got what you deserved. Now they'll know better than to treat honest people like cattle. We should call Boken out before he freezes in those bushes. It is raining. Now, my lord, head on up to the guest rooms on the 2nd floor. You deserve some rest after such a battle. I need to clean things up. Yeah, a lot of people are made out of ashes, and there are a lot of rib cages just laying around. And this is for your efforts. Now, don't offend me by trying to turn it down. Just take it. And honest fight deserves an honest reward. If that were more common practice in this world, I think life would be so much better. So I got 100 gold. Not bad. Inside we go. There are a few things inside that I can snag. They don't mind. It doesn't, like, change how they feel about me at all. Which is nice. I can talk to Svetlana. I don't think anything comes of it. She just says some stuff. I'm glad it's all over. Even if there was a fight, we'll talk tomorrow. Once I've finished working. And then we just go upstairs. Upstairs, there are a few things to snag.
Applause, please.
Oh, did she pick the lock? Whoops. I mean, they don't get mad at you for any of this. Scroll of Bane, silver spoon, pyrite brooch, and a gold statuette. And then that's basically it. So, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We didn't get super duper far in the 50 minutes, but I'm going to try and start speeding things up a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. I don't want to miss anything. I don't want the story to get impacted in any way by, like, trying to speed things along. But, yeah. So, here we are. We've defended the outpost, and we're about to learn a little bit more about the area around it. So, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you taking time out of your busy day to drop in and see what I'm up to. I hope you all stick around for the rest of the story. I'm really having fun with this. I really like this game. I cannot recommend it enough. If you don't have it and you are into tabletop RPGs, it's definitely worth getting. If you think you might be into tabletop RPGs, don't have people to play with, have never done one, this is actually a really good entry to the tabletop RPG hobby. It's only moderately expensive. I don't know how much it costs right off the bat right now, but I do know that it costs less than all of the books that you would need to play. So there you go. You don't have to play with other people, you don't have to find a group. If you end up playing this and liking it, it is a great gateway to get into actual Pathfinder. And for that, there are tons of ways to do that online with people, to jump in groups with strangers, to form groups with friends. You don't have to sit at a table anymore. You can do so much online now, and this is a great way to start if you're not sure. So, I highly recommend it. I don't think I've said that in like the first 2 episodes yet, but I highly recommend this. So far, I'm having a blast. It plays very well. But yeah, as always, I'm the World's Address, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.